Hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Ryan. Welcome back to Ocarina of Time. Welcome back to the ranch. Lon Ranch finally returned to its past glory, kind of. It's in a new era now. Welcome. In the last episode, let's just go ahead and I could show you easier than I could tell you. We trained Epona and used Epona to defeat the evil Ingo and save Malin, help Malin save her ranch. Oh, shit. Okay, Epona's on the other side of the fence. That was dumb. Saved the ranch from the evil hands of Ingo. We also failed at a couple things. What else is new in this game? This game, if you weren't familiar with... if I wasn't already very comfortable at failure, this game would force me to be so. Because in the last episode, we also failed to discover, to get through this little passageway in here. We failed at the obstacle course around the ranch. We failed at lots. And speaking of failures, what are we going to get up to in this episode? Well, I think it's probably time to return to the Shadow Temple area. And by that, I mean the well. So my goal for this episode is to try and re-tackle what I'm considering to be the biggest barrier in our way right now in the game, which is that I need to visit the Shadow Temple, but to do that, I need the Eye of Truth, which I can get handed down from Kakariko Village, but I don't know how to do that. My guess is the well, because Navi points me there, and because the cutscene with Sheik pointed us to the well. However, the well is like an impact. It's an immovable object, and I don't know how to get past it. So what have we tried already? I'll just tell you. First things first. I want to try to go to the past. So I need to go to the Temple of Time, meaning Prelude of Light. In the future, so what do we know? Let's just take a big step back, right? This is, in some ways, this is one of my favorite things that happens in games like this. Is you hit a dead end and you just got to take a big step back, reconsider everything that you know, reconsider your assumptions. At least try to. It's really hard to. I find it really difficult once you have started assuming something to sort of walk back your assumption, because it's like, in both real life and in the game Ocarina of Time. But like, you know, your assumptions, for better or for worse, I assume that gravity is going to work tomorrow, sort of form the building blocks of how you consider the world. And it's uncomfortable to tear down building blocks. But we're going to do our best to at least reconsider our assumptions. We're going to critically think about our assumptions and see what we know. Okay, so here's what I know. Navi tells me to visit the well. Navi directly says the well is the solution. The well is the way forward. I don't know if that means future or past. We have recently been told that we will need to travel between the future and the past in order to solve puzzles in this game. Hold up. Here's a question for you. Does Nocturne of Shadow work? Ah, shit. Does Nocturne of Shadow work as Young Link? And by question for you, I mean that's a rhetorical question. Because this is the easiest way to travel to Kakariko, right? Although, maybe I could have used Epona. I don't know. We actually need to test that as well. If I can use Epona as Small Link. Oh, shit. Can I climb out of here? Okay. Anyways, I can. Let's go. Long story short, we've been told that we need to use the past and the future to solve problems. And we're being pointed towards the well. I think we're probably being pointed away from trying the Shadow Temple right now. That's the other thing. It keeps saying this thing about like the the Eye of Truth. Seems like an important tool to figure out. God damn it if this game doesn't just distract me at every single stage of the way. What I was about to say is, I feel like we were really, like, onto something with this mask. That's not very different from Mr. Dompe, is it? I just thought you made a lot of sense as a person. Little kids can't go on the... With my cute face. There's so much... I feel like this kid we're trying to solve a couple things at once. The mask, the Shadow Temple. I feel like this kid needs the mask. Take this fucking mask, kid. On the other hand, hold up. Oh, I just had another idea. Okay, let's try a couple things here. Does this work inside of the graveyard? It does, right? Can I give the mask... If the mask looks like Dompe, can I give the mask to Dompe? I'm going to get back to the well in 2 seconds, I promise. I just had another idea, which is, 1, try the mask on Dompe. 2, there's a re-dead in, like, this grave, I think, that I don't know if I've ever actually tried to kill. But I think I have to do that as a... Can I... Wait. Can I do that as a... I can pull graves as a young kid, right? Yeah. This is the one, right? This is the, like, mysterious re-dead. Okay. I can do this as a kid. Can I kill the re-dead as a kid? That freezes him, right? Yeah. Can we just light him up? You're dead. I got a ton of magic. And nothing else. Okay. Damn it. Okay. Okay, re-dead in the graveyard stays on our to-do list. I don't even know if there is something to do here. It's just, where is this on my list? Re-dead under grave at back is still on my list. Okay. Okay, scratch that idea. Back... Sorry, I got distracted. Back to the thing at hand. Actually, back to the thing before the thing at hand. In the past, Dompe just walks around here, right? I feel like Dompe does it at a certain time. Is that is my memory correct? From 1800 to 1200 to 2100 Hyrule time. Okay, well, what goddamn time is it? Where's a boing boing when you need one? Also, are you just in your house? Can I just visit you in your house? It's 0-100 now. Shit. Okay, so we need to... It's 0-100, by the way. Let me track this idea down, and then we'll get back to the well. In before we never get back to the well. Okay. Daytime. I don't remember if time passes. I think we can probably just look, right? Where's the sun? No sun. Sun. I found the sun. Does time pass? It doesn't pass, like, in town. And it must not pass in the graveyard. So I think if we walk out into the, like, Hyrule Field, it should. I don't think it passes in town, right? Isn't that, like, the main lesson that I learned? I think that the sun will move. Speaking of assumptions, based on what I learned at Lake Hylia, the sun and the moon, they be sprinting through the sky at other times of the day, or when the like clock is actively rolling. So let's go out here, check that the sun is sprinting through the sky. That's moving. It's moving for sure. We can't fast forward to nighttime because I think when you do that, it fast forwards to 0-100, if you will. We need to wait until it's 1800. And then get out of here. How do I... Where's a boing boing? Is there a boing boing in town? Boing boing in town. There's one in a hole in... I mean... There's one in a hole in a graveyard. But at that point, you can just check Dompe's front door, it sounds like. Is there a boing boing in... There's one, like, over there on the other side of the castle, I'm pretty sure. In a hole. Okay, we're getting close. We're getting close to sunset. What time do you think sunset is? I don't know Hyrule's latitude. Sorry, longitude. Latitude. Latitude runs across. Okay, it's nighttime. I'm going to guess that the start of nighttime is 6 o'clock. I don't know that for a fact at all. Are you sitting on money? People are disgusting. Do you want a mask? I'm not afraid of any forest monsters. Are you trying to make fun of me? Is this a forest monster? No, I wasn't trying to make fun of you. Damn. Is there a fucking boing boing in town? I wasn't trying to make fun of you. Okay. Let's see how we did on timing. I feel like maybe the... Oh, there's Dompe. So it must be between 1800 and 2100. Let's before we do anything, let's see what this says. Does it tell you the time? Oh, shit. Doesn't tell you the time. Okay. Hey, Dompe, do you want this mask? Does it actually look like you? Not at all. I'm on duty now. If you want me to dig, don't bother me. I don't want you to dig. I'm confused. I'm on duty now. If you want me to dig, don't bother me. Is there a time when I can talk to you when you're off duty? I didn't even mean to make you dig. Shit. Is there a time that I can talk to you when you're not? My thought was the only time I could ever talk to you is in the future when I can't wear the mask and I go into your grave. And then in the past, where we are right now, when I am when you are doing when you're doing the dig game, basically. Is this the one with the boing boing? That's not the one with the boing boing. Okay. Okay, where's the one with the boing boing? It's the other... the one with the boing boing is the one with the flowers, right? There's two with flowers, one without. The Redead is the one without. Where's the freaking flowers, bro? Did I say that correctly or did I do that wrong? The Redead is the one without flowers. Isn't it like this one? Why is there only one set of flowers? Nope. Okay. Oh, I did get some money though. Nope. You can't see target. Can't see target. Okay. I did get a rupee, so that's interesting. Oh boy. Do these all? I'm gonna die. Do these all just create pose out of nowhere? Oh shit. That's kind of cool. You can farm pose in the graveyard. Are there only 2 flowers? Or sorry, 1 set of flowers in the past? Dompe, dude, do I need to come back after 2100, but still at night? Because that's a little... That might be a little hard to perfect, right? My God, I love how we were going to solve the well thing, and then I went completely down a fucking rabbit hole. I don't even know that this will do anything for me. Give me some hearts if you've got some, please. Oops. Okay. BRB. I have to find a way to see what time it is exactly, because there's no way. I guess we could just wait until night is almost over, and I'm sure that would be, like, past. No, Dompe's not. Oh, sorry. Hold up. My wife is calling me. BRB. Okay, sorry about that. Anyways. Is there a place in here to determine what time it is? And even so, is there a way to find Dompe as young Link that isn't while he's quote-unquote on duty? I really don't know. I don't think that... Is there a boing boing over here? If it's after 2100, it'll say, hey, come back between these hours during the night. I don't know. We may need to give up on this for now. Okay. Let's do it. Let's give up on this for now. Oh, we tried. I had an idea, and in my perspective, in this game, it makes a lot of sense to be a little distractible. A little bit. Hear me out. Here's why. Because if you don't chase the thing that's kind of in front of you when you are past Link at nighttime or in the right part of the map, then you need to go back to the Temple of Time, switch the time, get back to here as adult, or you know, you need to travel. There's a lot of, like, fast travel is not slow in this game, but it ain't fast. And to me, it makes sense to chase the thing that's in front of you. I don't know. At least that's how I like playing. And also how my brain works. For better or for worse. So, let's give up on that for now. We'll keep trying the mask. Other places? But I feel like that kid might have been hinting that Dompe might be that mask. Okay, so in Kakariko Village, there is a well. In the future, let's do the thing I was saying earlier. Let's consider everything we know. Dark, narrow, scary. It has 3 features. It's dark, narrow, and scary. I think that's the first time I've ever actually pieced together what that means. It has 3. It has 3 remarkable features. It's dark, narrow, and scary. What do we know about the well? Navi tells us to go here. Sheik was examining it. Impa is in the Shadow Temple, but then we hear that we need to get something from Kakariko Village. I don't know how else we're supposed to get something, the Eye of Truth, other than going here. In the future, this has a dead end that I don't think I can do anything with. In the past, I can't dive deep enough. But I don't know how to get the ability to dive even deeper than I currently can. I think the game points you pretty obviously to the fact, and I could be wrong, but I think the game points you to the fact that you should be able to dive deeper because of that thing at Lake Hylia, which is like, hey, you dove 6 meters, come back when you can do more. it makes sense that we've learned the ability to dive deeper once. Maybe a second time would make more sense. Would allow us to do what we need to do. What else do we know about the well? Does the future of the well tell us anything about the past? Do I need to chuck a bomb in there? It won't light and then also... Oh, shit. Am I going to blow myself up? Bombs don't survive in the water. Well, yeah, it immediately goes out. So I can't, like, drop a bomb to the bottom and watch it go out, right? That doesn't make any sense. Although, I did just break the sign a third time by using a deku nut on it, which is cool. I didn't know that that happened. You can remove all parts of the sign. What tools do I have at my disposal? Boomerang. Slingshot. Deku stick. None of these are... Din's fire. The thing that is a teleport that I always forget about. Furore's Lit. The peas. The magic beans. But I don't have those. I don't remember how I got magic beans in the first place. And I need to remember because it's on my list of things to do at some point when I'm not recording, to go back and find how I first got magic beans, because I do not remember, and I have so many places that I need to get magic beans for. I've got a mask. What else do I have at my disposal? I've got a mask. I could get something in a bottle. Bugs, fairies, fish. I chuck a fish in the well. That makes no sense to me. It has 3 features. Is this a clue? Is that the sound of a Skulltula? Or is that just the sound of this thing in the water? Is that a Skulltula that I'm hearing? We should go look at that. Just because I'm curious. The only other thing is that I did... Is there a Skulltula up there? There are doors? What the fuck? I have never noticed those before. Let me write that down immediately, and we might go do it immediately. Kakariko Village. Doors in Windmill. I think that has to be future, because we probably need long shot to get up there, right? Like, there's no way I can get up there. The only other thing that I remember thinking from the Sheik cutscene is it was like a cyclone that came out of the well, like a cyclone whirlwind that came out of the well, knocked the top little bracer thing off, knocked Sheik over, released the evil spirit. The cutscene was very, like, tempestuous, and so I thought maybe Song of Storms has something to do with, like... Shit, I didn't mean to fucking jump in there again. Has something... I mean, and that makes some sort of sense, because you learn Song of Storms in the windmill. And I don't know what Song of Storms does. Like, Song of Storms is... maybe there's something here. Song of Storms is the most confusing song in the game for me currently. Because I figured out Epona's song at least vaguely. I figured out, like... Okay, it's storming. It's raining. Jump in, jump in. Do I need to get struck by lightning? What? Song of Storms is the biggest question mark I have in the game. And this is kind of a place where maybe it could get used. But I don't know how. Do I use it in the future? Do I use the Song of Storms in the future? I think I did this already. To, like, make it rain and fill up the well with water? We'll have 3 features. We learn the Song of Storms from this dude in here, who is Jack in his box. If you tell me about them. Came out of the well in the village. Let's go check out the well. Do I need to jump into the well from here? It doesn't make sense. Don't ask me why I think that. I don't know. I'm lost. Do I need to jump in the well from here? I know that it doesn't make sense. I don't fucking know what to do, though. Maybe those doors. I think those doors probably has something to do with it. Okay, I learned. It also pisses me off that this room is called question mark. Because I think the only other place that... Are there more rooms? No. I was like, there's a doorway up there. Is there more? Are there doors above us that you have to access from in here? No. I think the only other place I have been in the game that was called question mark was like, I think is Dompe's grave, actually. Where when you enter it, I think it says question mark for like the name of the location. Okay, we've got the man with the hurdy-gurdy, who's Jack in his box. Go around and around and around. What fun. I'm so happy. I'm a music man who loves to go around and around, go around and around. Trying to come up with a musical theme inspired by this windmill. Going around and around and around. Yep. We've used the song. Actually, we didn't even really use the song. I was going to say, we used the song to make this spin faster, to get from there to there. But that actually didn't do that. That just... We could do that without it. Mr. Hurdy-gurdy. Have I asked you about the mask? The street organ. I don't think it's actually a hurdy-gurdy. I think it's a street organ. I think a hurdy-gurdy is different. A mask is just like a musical instrument. It reflects the character of its owner. I like your originality, kid. I think we did this already. Shit. You're so happy in this timeline. I feel like you're pissed in the other one, right? In this one, you really look... This guy is the most disturbing. He's my favorite character in the game, and I think he might be my favorite character in the game, and also the most disturbing. It's the movement. It's just the rhythmic movement and the small smile. And the closed, and the eyes that are like, that look like they're almost closed. Maybe they are closed. You're just an interesting, the pointy goatee. You're just an interesting character. That's all I gotta say. I have no idea what to fucking do. I have no idea. Why is this box here? Everything should be in this game for a reason. Why is the box here? The box here so I can jump up on this, so I can jump into here. It doesn't make any sense. Why is this wooden thing here? I don't know. Everything in the game should be there for a reason. Why is this box here? I don't know. Let's go to daytime and see what happens. See if anything is different. Did I hear a Skulltula, by the way, or no? Or a yeah, Skulltula? I think it was just the windmill noise. Okay, you're running around. Have you seen Mr. Dompe, who lives in the graveyard up ahead? It's 12 o'clock right now. He's asleep in his hut. Why don't you go out on the field, kill some time? Yeah, that's how we originally learned that was the way to get Dompe to show up. Is this any different? Is there any other song I could play? At the well. Song of Storms. Song of Time? Sun Song resets time. Zelda's Lullaby. Zelda's Lullaby did open the waterfall, but that is like very clearly communicated. There is nothing communicating Zelda's Lullaby to me here. I don't know, man. Pierre? I mean, Or sorry, Bonnaroo. I don't think that makes any sense either, but I'm without ideas. I'm without ideas. Epona's song? No? Oh boy. Is there anything else in town we need to solve? Am I wrong about what it is in town? I feel like it's got to be the well. There's a thing here. There's the guy out front. Talks about how his workers are all like lazy or something. Then at nighttime it's the guy who's sad. They're all worthless, I tell you. I do love that the people in this town are kind of dickholes, you know? At least a couple of them. At least a lot of them, frankly. There's like the happy workers, but then there's that guy who's a butthole, and then there's the guy who's there at night who's also like... I mean, he's sad, but he's also a butthole, you know? I just keep running around this town being like, something will be different this time, right? I feel like the only thing that makes sense is Song of Storms. Do I need to get Navi out and like wait for the right... It was rainy. Maybe I'm in the wrong time zone though. Like maybe I need to be in the future. Song of Storms here. I don't know what the screen is doing. Oh, it was zoomed in on the thing. Okay, it's raining. I just don't know, like, I don't know really what I'm hoping will happen. I can't dive deep enough. Okay. We could make it rain for... Our guy gets mad when you make it rain. We could make it rain for him. See if that changes anything. You're just going to tell me about Dompe. Is he so happy right now? And then in the future, he was mad because it's storming, right? He says you play... Yeah, he says you played your ocarina. I love how creepy his thing sounds. Does it lower the water? It lowers the water. Oh. Yo. It's going way too fast. Oh, man. That's kind of frustrating. Not frustrated. I'm frustrated that I didn't... Oh, boy. Okay. It's good because we got it. That's what matters. It's good because we got it. It is funny, the thing I was saying about assumptions. I in no way at all assumed that the water level in the well was tied to the fucking windmill behind it. You know? Oh, no, it's moving slow again. Are we good? Is there water? We're good! Let's go! Okay. That does make bottom of the well. Let's go. That does make a sort of sense. I assumed that was a windmill meant to, like... I mean, which, again, this is just an assumption because there is no evidence of this in game. But, like, I think windmill, like, first off, either spins a turbine today to produce power or, like, crushes grain. But windmill to pump water from the ground to fill a well? That's a thing, right? I think that's what it's going for. I think that is the thing. Oh, Here's what frustrates me a little bit about that. I'm not that frustrated because we found it. That's thank God. Here's what frustrates me a little bit about that. To me, the pieces don't connect in my mind in terms of like the game. To me, I don't feel like the game although, shit, maybe it does. I don't know. I don't know. I'd be interested in your opinion. Does the game communicate to you the connection between the windmill and the water level of the well? I do think in the... Here's what I'm thinking. I do think in the Sheik cutscene where Kakariko is burning, it is storming, and I do think... I'd have to go back and look, but I do think the windmill is featured on screen a couple times. Like, I think the camera is sort of pointing at the windmill. But I don't know... And maybe I missed something. I don't know that the game ever says the windmill and the water level or the well are connected. Not that it absolutely has to, but isn't the consequence that sometimes then the solution just feels like to me, the thing that the game does communicate is Song of Storms makes the inside of the windmill go fast. And in the future, that's happening. In the past, that isn't happening. Like, does that make sense? Like, it's not it's not connecting the dots. It's not connecting the dots I thought it would connect. I don't know. I'd be interested in your opinion. I don't know that it needs to communicate, especially because we're talking about an entirely different era of how video games, like, communicated to people. I don't know that it needs to communicate everything. I also think if you're one of those people that's like, games these days communicate way too much and are far too kind to the player, I would just humbly suggest that you might be oversimplifying and or nostalgia baiting and sort of drawing false equivalencies between one era of gaming and a new multifaceted era of gaming. But I do hear that people say that sometimes. They're like, they didn't hold your hand back in the day. And I'm like, yeah, of course they didn't hold your hand, because they had like 8 gigs of information they could store and therefore barely, not 8 gigs, 8 megabytes. And so they could barely give you any information at all. I don't know that that's necessarily better or worse. Novels back in, like Chaucer wrote in a certain way that I don't know is better in terms of storytelling. But that is what he had, what Chaucer had available to him. Okay, we're at the bottom of the well. Let's move forward. I'm very relieved we found that. I am a little confused about how that was meant to be communicated to me, but that doesn't matter so much. What are we going to find here? We need the Eye of Truth. This has got to be the place, right? Big Skulltula, its soft belly is its weak point. Sure. Yup. Okay. You hit me through my thing, which is fun. Hit you in the belly. Back up. Oh, that's your face. Do a little flip. Okay. Good stuff. Oh, we were locked onto this? We were locked onto the skeleton? I can hear the spirits whispering in this room. Look for the Eye of Truth. That's what they are saying. Okay. Look for the Eye of Truth. There's chains. This is a weird little dungeon. There's chains. Look for the Eye of Truth. Yeah. I mean, because we've been in the Shadow Temple, my first thought was the door isn't a door. Or the wall isn't a wall, it's a door. Okay, they gave me magic, and then they gave me a Deku stick. We need to pay attention to what they give you, because that is the way that one of the ways that they most clearly communicate what is needed next. It is also, I should say one more thing. One of the things that I do on the last topic. Oh boy. One of the things that I do really enjoy learning about with games from, for instance, 1998 is, and one of the ways that, like, okay, we should just pause and talk about this. There's a water level puzzle in here. I can see that immediately. which is funny because we just solved a water level puzzle. We should talk about this. One of the things that I find most interesting about video games, is that I bring to them a sort of assumption about artist intent and like and the way that an audience plays a game that I don't think is actually entirely accurate. What I mean by that is I come from the world of books, where artist intent is a whole fraught topic, right? The author intent. It's a whole fraught topic that's wildly complex, and I would love to talk to you about it, but I would be here for 4 hours. But you're pretty, like, it's pretty, the way that an audience engages with a book is pretty simple. Generally, in multiple sittings, alone, sitting, reading it. That can be complicated by driving and listening to it, or reading it on your Kindle, whatever. But like audiobook, physical book, those are basically the two varieties. It's not a particularly social thing, and you are almost never, with rare exceptions, you're almost never participating in the art with another person. Video games are so different, and one of the things that's often brought up about 1998 video games in particular is like Nintendo Power, the magazine, like the Nintendo Power hotline, the fact that you were quote unquote meant to talk about it at recess with your friends, or like talk about it with people. They came with manuals. The thing that I just talked about maybe not being communicated particularly well, that's my hypothesis based on my only experience with this game. I have no idea what the manual says. I don't know a million different things. That's kind of a false. It's kind of like a straw man argument that I think it needs to have been communicated for the type of player that I'm being right now, which is the kind of player who talks to no one about the game, doesn't read the manual, and sits down to play the game. I don't know. Maybe it's something like 80% of kids playing this game, or people playing this game in 1998 were like, oh yeah, so-and-so told me. My friend told me, or I read it in the magazine, or I called the Nintendo Power hotline. I don't know. What percentage of people played that particular puzzle right there without outside information? Probably not 80%, probably 20%, maybe. I don't know. I think it's probably hard to know the answer. This is just me saying, I'm checking myself. The way I play the game right now is not the way that everybody plays the game. Now, the interesting question there, what I think is a truly interesting question, is if you're an author and you write a book, you're pretty confident in the way that it will be consumed. Either there'll be an audiobook with its own special product and set of audio recordings and etc. that make it a product, and there will be the printed, laid out book, which you are often involved with most of the, there's a cover, which your publisher probably takes care of. There's a blurb, which, again, you're like a back cover blurb, which your publisher takes care of, but like you're responsible for one type of experience, maybe two if you think about the audiobook. As a video game designer, you're kind of responsible for many different types of experience. I guess you're sort of responsible for communicating, maybe, to people like me who sit down and play the game with no outside help, who live under a rock and have no internet access type of players. But maybe you're also responsible for the type of player and player experience that talks about it every single day on recess, 2 days after it came out, trying to race to beat the game with your friends. I think a great example of this, I think a couple great examples to sort of spur this conversation forwards are like Dark Souls, which has a very robust online community, like in-game online community, which can change how you play the game pretty drastically. And also a beautiful little game that I'm just going to keep recommending to you called Tunic, which I think takes a really interesting look at like author intent and the different types of players and the different types of player experiences. That said, I'm done ranting. This has been very interesting and enlightening, that little puzzle. We're at the bottom of the well. Okay. There's a chest down there, and there is an entrance. There's also a little guy who's coming around fucking me up. Navi, what is that? A green bubble. Use your sword when its green fire vanishes. I think we also need to be careful about the possibility that there's just no wall here. I was just about to fucking say, let's go. There is no wall there. Oh, and one of the easiest ways to tell that is the map. Okay. This is going to be very interesting. So my guess is I am in the upper left-hand part of the thing right now. Is there a wall like right here? Oh boy. Okay, you still hit me. That's fine. Okay, a little blob. Doesn't it make sense that I would be at the top going down? Or did I go through two? Or maybe I am at the bottom. I don't know. If this is like any other dungeon, we'll get a map and a compass and all that shit. Or at least part of that shit. Okay. Let's see if the green fire is gone here. Oh! I got you. Perfect. Okay, you're dead. This looks like a bombable spot. It's got a hole in the ground. A crack in the ground. That worked. Oh boy, I accidentally fell down. This looks like a climbable surface that I can climb out. I can't wait to do an entire dungeon where I'm gonna have to run into every wall. You got bomb chew? It's a new type of bomb that can even crawl up walls, aim well, and release it. I'm familiar with bomb chew, but only recently. What? I only have 10 of them. Okay, interesting. So it does not take my normal bomb inventory. It's not like a fire arrow, if that makes sense. Okay. Bomb chew. Why do I think this kind of looks like a cat? I feel like it has whiskers. I'm already trying to imagine how they can turn that into a puzzle. Bomb chew into a puzzle? To me, it means we need to like look at this ceiling of everything in case we need to send a bomb chew up the ceiling. Okay, where should we go next? Looking for fake doors or transparent walls. Probably the better way to say it. I can hear the spirit whispering in this room. Look for the eye of truth. What they're saying. Okay, everybody's looking for the eye of truth. Okay. This is a locked thingy. Is it actually locked or does it just look locked? It looks like it's actually locked. Okay. I love the invisible wall thing because it looks really convincing. Like that looks like a normal wall. And I would be a little disappointed if it was like obviously visible. You know? Oh, this is deep. Oh, okay. So we could do a little dive here if we wanted to. Potentially. Should we? Okay, let's try it. I'm just sitting here thinking, how am I going to use a bomb chew? In what way should I use a bomb chew? Open a metal door. Oh boy, this is awesome. Oh, those look like caskets, and that's, oh boy. Oh boy. This is so cool. Navi! Tell me what it is! It's just a redead, right? But like, Navi, tell me. Tell me that for a fact, because it looks a little different. Navi! Navi! Navi, you worthless piece of shit. Thank you. It's a Gibdo. Its gaze will paralyze you if it bites you. Tap any button to escape. Wait, have we fought one of these before? I think we have. Am I crazy? I feel like we have. I can't get that. Not that I even need it. They want you to magic power so that you can... Oh, hello. So that you can Din's Fire in here? I feel like I fought a Gibdo. That sounds familiar, but I don't remember where. And in particular, the ability sounds familiar, not just the name. Does this reach everything? Din's Fire has a larger reach than I think it does. Okay, what did we do? Oh, boy. Oh, goody. Are those keys? If those are keys, I swear to... I'll fucking do it again. We're just gonna Din's Fire again. I feel like... Oh, no. This turns... Does this just turn them into fire keys? Shit! Just throw the boomerang. Throw the boomerang. Throw the boomerang. Throw the boomerang. You gotta lock on. You gotta absolutely lock on. Lock on! No, your shield. Fuck me. Lock on, please. I think we actually technically did not open one of the caskets. Looks like. Fuck you. Fuck you! God damn it, I hate the keys. Can you fly directly into this torch and light it for me? Because I did not light it. Every torch you light opens up whatever is inside of the casket, is I think what's going on here. And we only lit up 5 of them earlier. The one... We lit up 4 of them. One of them was already open. Ah! So what's in here? Nothing. Just lay down, Link. This one had a heart in it, which we can take. Thank you very much. This one, we... No, boy. We'll just get behind you real quick. That one had a heart. Okay. Kill this turd. Get some magic power. Great. Is there anything in any of these besides just... Ah, there it is. Let's go. Small key. I'm so glad there's dungeons between the temples, because I do not want to run out of dungeons in this game. Okay, so it does tell me where I am. So, excellent. So we must have entered from the bottom of that last room. Okay, so we need to lower the water level somehow in this dungeon. But let's get back out to the main area. The skull is back and bigger than ever. I'm just gonna boomerang it when it eventually stops being green. It's kind of my thought, right? Oh, I whiffed. Shit. Okay. Well, that didn't work. So we'll go in the main center room in just a second. What's the deal with this room? That's just the guy, right? Yeah, that's just the guy. What's the deal with this room? Is it what I need to do with the... Is it like My only thought here is like only break some of the pots. Oops, don't hit me. That's like the only thought I have. Just break a couple of the pots. Okay, what's in the central room here? Gulchula in there. Watch for the shadows of monsters that hang. Oh no! Ah! Right now, go, 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 go! Kill him. Where'd they go? Ah! Okay. You're fine. You're fine. Turn around. Okay, you're fine. You're fine. I don't have a shield anymore. Not that it matters particularly. Rupees. A Deku Nut. They give you a Deku Nut. Why? Okay. That's interesting. We're in the central room. So... I don't know. It's possible there are, like, walls here that we don't know about, but... We also have a key, so we can open this up. Nope. Fuck. Please die. Ah! I think I heard a Skulltula there. Maybe. But it could just be a Keese. I don't know. Why do Keese make me panic so hard? I don't know. I do love that the boomerang has to have a curve to it. Like, they really do sort of limit... By limiting what you can do with the boomerang, they make it so that, like, all items have a... Yeah, there is a Skulltula over there. All items have a, like, a use case scenario, you know? Okay, so this one has a Skulltula, but I can't really reach it, and then there's a pit to hell. It's invisible. Never mind. Never mind. We could just use our slingshot, but speaking of use case scenarios, this is a use case for the slingshot. Let's go. Gold Skulltula. Okay. So here's my question. I was going to say, part of this floor has to be like, not in an invisible walkway, right? It's the only thing that makes sense. Okay, where am I? What's going on? Oh, little green. Okay. Something over here. What song is it, though? Song of Time? No? Is it Pierre? It's not Pierre. Is it Song of Storms? I mean, what else is there here? Was I not standing in the right spot? What's going on? There's a green... Okay. Let's go the other way real quick. There's a green spot on the... We should look at the map, too. The bottom of the... We're on B3. The bottom of the well. There's something over here, but we don't know what it is. Let's try the other ones we were just trying. Just to see if standing in a different spot matters at all. Nope, hold up. Navi's white again. Hobby. Let's try Song of Time. Zelda's Lullaby? I have no idea. Okay, we'll leave that alone for now. What's being hinted at there? What would be useful there? There's some... Oh, that's interesting. It's almost like you have to fall down certain spots to get certain items. There's like a subfloor above me that has rupees on it. I love breaking pots when I don't need items. It's just like guaranteeing that whatever I get there won't be useful to me. Like, will be extra. Kill this little re-dead. We do need money, though. So I feel okay about breaking pots. Plants over here. Okay, this is interesting. Ooh, also bomb shoes. We have not done bomb shoes yet. I keep forgetting we have bomb shoes. These grow back, by the way. We should just bomb this. Right? Perfect. Okay. There's a bomb flower back here. And we have been getting so many... of those. Weird. This is a place to drop down. They give you the bomb flower here so that you don't get stuck. Perfect, perfect. Makes sense. Okay. Lots of resources down here. This one I feel like is you have to beat the... You have to grab these in order to make something happen. This is a parkour level. What are those things in the water? Are those hands? Oh! Is this like the swamp from Lord of the Rings? If these things start moving, I will freak out. Oh, there's one up there. Just jump. Why did you just run? Just jump. Oh man, I love being new to a dungeon. I got no idea what's freaking going on here. Is there another one? I keep expecting something to happen if I get all the silver ones, the big silver ones, because of that one dungeon. Yep. Okay. Done. Done. Aha! We've learned something. It's full circle. Level design. That is the way back up. And that's why the thing is shut. Okay, very interesting. That is going to have to do it for this episode. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the bottom of the well. We made it. And like I said, I'd be super interested in your thoughts, especially if they are more nuanced than games these days hold the player's hand. And games back then didn't. What's your thought on the like on the communication of inside of the well? It's possible that the other thing that I haven't said is it's super possible that that occurs to 80% of players. Right, the windmill will control is pumping water for the well, obviously, and so that's what I need to do. It's possible that I'm just part of the 5, 10, 20% that didn't piece that together, and for everybody else, it's utterly obvious. We got there in the end, which is kind of all that matters, and it does show that maybe there. I don't know. Maybe it does show that there's like a little bit of, they communicate like. I want to go back and watch it now, but I think that Sheik cutscene does show the windmill at least like twice. That's what I remember from it. Is I remember everything being storming and chaotic, even the camera, swirling and chaotic. So that communicates to me Song of Storms. And then I'm pretty sure the windmill appears in that cutscene. So maybe that's all the communication that they were willing to give or wanted to give or thought they needed to give or had space to give. Art is so hard to make. Oh, boy. Anyways, I'd be super interested in your thoughts and to see the discussion in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching. I'll be back next time for more Bottom of the Well. Enjoy. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.